Every real NBA fan puts pride in his knowledge of the league, and we are sure you have friends who you compete with on a daily basis on some basketball facts. So if you want to test your knowledge and maybe even grab some interesting facts that you're going to win the next trivia battle with, then this is the right video for you. So we are going to warm up with some random facts that most of you probably know. So during the 2023-24 season, LeBron James became the first player to ever score 40,000 points, and the year before he became the NBA all-time leading scorer. But do you know who he surpassed to get on the throne? You probably know. It is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who finished his career with 38,387 points. But let's see if you know what the year was when Abdul-Jabbar became the NBA's leading scorer. We'll give you a hint. It's the year when LeBron was born. So it is 1984. So what is the first thing that comes to mind when that year pops up? Who was the most successful player from that year's draft class? Okay, you probably guessed it. It is Michael Jordan. The Chicago Bulls selected him with the third overall pick at the 1984 NBA draft.
The Chicago Bulls pick Michael Jordan,
when Akeem Olajuwon was the top pick for the Houston Rockets. But do you know who the second pick of that draft was? Who did the Portland Trail Blazers pick and leave MJ on the board? It was Sam Bowie.
Portland selects Sam Bowie, University of Kentucky.
He was one of the best college centers at the time, coming from the University of Kentucky, and today he is seen as one of the biggest busts in NBA history. Talking about busts, probably the first player that comes to our mind is Darko Milicic. Yeah, this dude was drafted with the second overall pick in the 2003 NBA draft, right after LeBron and before Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. But do you remember who picked him? I'll give you a hint. It is the team that is going to win the NBA championship that season. Okay, many of you probably know that it is the Detroit Pistons, and we will give you credit for that. But do you know where Darko Milicic was from? It is the same country where Nikola Jokic is from. It is Serbia, a country that has produced many NBA players like Peja Stojakovic and Vlad Divac. Okay, now that we are all stretched and warmed up, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel Hanger7 for more videos like this. Let's move on to the trivia now. So we are back with Michael Jordan now, and before we made it to the NBA, MJ hit the buzzer beater to win the NCAA championship in 1982. So do you know which college he played for? To give you a hint, it is the same state where he grew up, and later he owned an NBA team from the same state. It is the North Carolina Tar Heels, where he played 3 seasons for head coach Dean Smith before coming to the NBA. Jordan took over the NBA with a storm, but he needed a while before he won the first NBA championship. So do you know the exact year when he did that? They swept the Detroit Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals and then defeated the Los Angeles Lakers 4-1 in the final series, and the year was 1991. That was the same year Kawhi Leonard was born. He is not doing particularly well with the Los Angeles Clippers, but he has already won 2 NBA championships with 2 different teams. Do you know what teams we're talking about? Well, in 2014, he won the championship with the San Antonio Spurs, and 5 years later, he did the same with the Toronto Raptors, winning the NBA Finals MVP on both occasions. Winning the NBA Finals MVP with 2 teams is quite impressive, but do you know who did that with 3 teams? Who? Yeah, right. It is LeBron James. He did that twice with the Miami Heat in 2012 and 2013 with the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2016 and the Los Angeles Lakers in 2020. The championship in 2020 was the 17th in the Lakers' history, and they are sharing the title with another team for the most championships in NBA history. I know, you're already guessing. It is the Boston Celtics. But let's see, do you know who's the all-time leading scorer in Boston Celtics history? Larry Bird? No. Paul Pierce? No. It's John Havlicek. The Celtics are the team that has given many NBA legends, including the player who has played the most NBA games ever, 1,611. To give you a hint, he won the NBA championship with the Bulls in 1997 and retired after that. It is Robert Parrish. Parrish played 21 years in the NBA for 4 different teams, and there is one guy who has played in the league that long, but only for one team. Think before you answer. It's not Kobe Bryant. It is actually Dirk Nowitzki, who played 21 seasons for the Dallas Mavericks. Nowitzki became the second German player ever to become an NBA All-Star. And do you know who was the first one? This guy also started his NBA career in Dallas, and in 1993 made his All-Star debut while with the Indiana Pacers. His name is Detlef Schrempf, and he won back-to-back NBA Sixth Man of the Year awards in 1991 and 1992. So do you know who won the most of these awards? It's actually two players. One is Jamal Crawford, and I'll leave you to guess the second one. He played for 6 different NBA teams, starting his career with the Philadelphia 76ers and finishing with the Atlanta Hawks. It is Lou Williams. So before we go, we will give you another question which is quite difficult. So we leave you to think about it, and we will give you the answer in the next video. The question is, in which country did LaMelo Ball start his professional basketball career after he left school and before he made it to the NBA? So that is it for now, guys. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.